Hey, John, you were talking about bada boom, bada boom. We just heard some booms in the background. We got
Big bada boom.
a boom, and I saw lightning out the window here.
Oh, no.
But let them know that the lightning is part of our backdrop of our show.
The lightning? The Tampa Bay lightning?
No, I got my shirt with this fireworks on here.
Oh.
And it's America. Celebrate America. And that's what we've been doing for the last 10 months. This is the American Dreamer Show.
Ah.
So
that's
nice.
What you're getting at.
Yes. And this has been an experience and a half.
What do you mean has been?
Well, it's going to be very prophetic, this show, because we're in the throes of taking a little hiatus.
We are?
Yeah, I'll explain that a little bit. But, you know, we've been here 10 months, 34 shows, and we're working on presenting material for our viewing pleasure of our audience, the sights and sounds.
And listening pleasure, too.
Listening, sights and sounds. That sounds is listening. Okay? And we have been putting together highly charged, you know, this is something that people can get into if they wanted to do something. Recommend it highly. Anybody who wants to put in at least 10 hours a week.
Look, Bill,
put this together.
Don't let people out there in podcast land. You don't have to put 10 hours a week into your podcast. That's Bill's personal preference.
And that doesn't include the musical interludes that I practice.
You put 10 hours a week into it.
Yes. And I write the script and I'll help them. If anybody wants that.
Oh, don't say that.
Right,
be careful what you ask for.
No,
or tell.
Be careful what they ask for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, John, I want to ask you this personal question on would you think your assessment of what we've accomplished? Do you think that as far as our view, well, now let me finish before you break out into a stupor. Okay. Okay. We've tried to bring a little extra spin on our audience, on their existence. How far do you think that we've achieved that goal?
Well, I don't know, Bill. A year ago when you came to me, you said,
you came to me. I love it because I didn't believe you. But I believe you now. You said, let's do a podcast and we can use your studio. Man,
really? I don't really remember it happening like that at all. I think it was.
Yes.
I want to say it was your idea
as well.
I want to say it was your idea.
I'm not blaming you, John. Please, but I'll get the credit. Okay.
I mean, I had, let you know that I had been a part of some other podcasts, and that, if you wanted to do one, I could, help you out in getting a studio built, and then I would be on my merry way.
No, you weren't going to get out that easy.
34 shows later, I'm still here.
And he's a miracle worker, and he brought in his other miracle worker, James.
Oh yeah, we couldn't do it without. We couldn't do it without
It's
James.
so
James
unbelievable.
Is our board op and he's our technical engineer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're working on some other things. What I mentioned to you.
Who's this we?
Me, myself, and I.
Thank you.
I'm heading up to New York next week and Washington, D.C. I'm going to pursue some ventures on my book and maybe even pitch the podcast to,
maybe just pitch the book first.
No, because I want to see if the price is right. We would convene anywhere and everywhere if they were interested.
Who's they? Who are these people?
Someone with dollar signs in their bank accounts.
Look, I got to tell the audience out there, there's thousands and thousands of podcasts out there. And the fact that you stumbled upon us to listen, we're very honored.
I am honored double. Yeah. And so is iHeart. They're honored too, because they decide to pick up on Spreaker.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's something that, basically if you complete enough shows and, you got your act together, iHeart will pick just about anybody up,
You got a good message and people start appreciating what you have.
Yeah, because they need content, So it's one of those things that can snowball, and who knows? If you're thinking about doing a podcast, I would say give it a whirl.
Well, we're going to add some things, and you have your special adventure. I wanted to alert our viewers and listeners.
What special adventure?
Well, Mr. Pizza and his
Well, let's
adventures.
back up a little bit now. I've had a YouTube channel now
Yes, you've done amazing
since
things.
2006. And that's like almost the dawn of YouTube. That's a long time.
Yes. Dawn of
most people can't say that they've had a YouTube channel. However, I do not have a lot of content on that channel. And for that,
that's the here and now that we're going.
Not that I'm ashamed of it, but I believe that I need to start putting some content out there because, I teach classes on social media. I teach
Whirlwind.
I teach classes on YouTube. I teach video editing classes, and I'm like, well, heck, I need stuff to edit. I need to show people that, I know what I'm doing.
Quality
here.
And quantity. And what did you tell me about sampling and evaluating pizza?
Well,
kingdom.
One of the ideas I have, and the thing I like, I've seen a lot of review shows, and I actually have a friend that does a fast food review show. So I didn't want to go there. So, but I'm Italian. I'm from New Jersey, and I like pizza.
Basic ingredients.
Those three,
you can build a pizza on that.
And I would always give Bill a hard time for ordering Papa John's. Bill, please don't order Papa John's.
I don't know from those things.
No, you're Jewish. You're not Italian. Well, actually, you are part Italian. We found out.
18% Ancestry.com because I had pasta that day.
Maybe now that we've had some good pizza today because we went and ordered some good New York pizza today. And we're going to review it on my show, a little teaser. But that's what I want to do. I want to just easy little things, and if we get to eat a little bit, have a little fun. Something it's not going to be a lot of work. It's not going to take 10 hours a week. I guarantee.
Well, if you eat a lot of pizza, it will. But the thing is, I admire this, and I encourage you because this is what the American Dreamer Show is about. Maybe you've sort of got a little inspiration from this. And I want to share something with you that's it gets to my roots. Maybe this is what my dad had in mind. Over 20 years ago, Joe Cephakar had this idea, and he wanted to do something similar, but it had to do with hamburgers. He wanted to write a book on all the different ways of making hamburgers. And it was like an incessant obsession. And about 2 or 3 years later, it was ready to go. We see the book at Books A Million on making all these hamburgers, and he missed the chance. So I'm telling you, John, go forth and get that dough, that pasta.
Look, I have no pie in the sky.
You little
get it?
You definitely got a lot of potential with that.
No, I mean, I'm just doing this for something to do, and if it happens to become popular and take off, that would be great. But I have no delusions of grandeur. Illusions.
Fine, that'll work.
Something like that.
I use all kinds of words, and sometimes it strikes, it hits the wall, and sometimes it sticks. Okay, well, I'm going to try to do something a little different. Like I don't do anything a little different but you know how I have the 2 songs, 2 musical selections that you just wait in bated breath and figure out what the heck I'm working on, even after I sing the song. Do I have a boff bag there for you? Anyway. So we're going to do the songs together. I mean, not you together. We're going to do, I'm not going to wait the beginning and then the end of the show. We're going to do the songs almost like continuously. All right. So.
Oh, like 2 in a row?
Yes. Double header.
Oh, kind of like with WABC used to do, like 2 in a row without a commercial. Uh-oh, there's that cough.
Stop it.
James, you shouldn't have got Bill sick. He heard you sniffling, and then all of a sudden got Bill sick, and we had to cancel the show last week.
We're good.
We're okay.
We had to reschedule. But the first song is from Foreigner, and they're one of my favorite groups.
Well, I'm hot-blooded. Check it. That one. Check it and see.
We've done 34 shows.
Is it Double Vision?
John, and you always chime in. I love it. I really, because it sort of gets our audience.
Yeah.
And you have not hit one song that I was playing.
No, because it's always the song I don't want to hear.
and it's not Waiting for a Girl Like You. Okay.
Okay. That's not the one I wanted to hear.
All right. It has to do. I want to know what love is.
Oh.
And I've watched the video.
Do you have the choir to back you up?
That's what I'm saying. It was so beautiful. And they really melded in with, the lead singer and stuff. It was very tastefully done. I suggest to our viewers and listeners to do it. So this is my James always likes to give me a little extra juice on that. And it reverberates throughout my body. So this is I Want to Know What Love Is. Gotta take a little time to think things over. Better read between the lines, in case I need it when I'm older. This mountain I must climb feels like the world on my shoulders. Through the clouds I see love shine, keeps me warm as life grows older. In my life there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now, I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. I'm gonna take a little time to look around me. I got nowhere left to hide. Looks like love has finally found me. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. Yeah. Let's talk about love. I wanna know what love is. I want to feel that love is. I know you can show me. I wanna feel inside. I know you can show me. So much love inside. We can't hide. I want to be free. I want to know what love is. Let's feel it inside. I know you can show me. Well, I think we showed. Did you see me showing?
I'm gonna cry because
that's not in the, I didn't say I want you to cry. I want you to feel love.
I do feel love. No, it brought back some memories. Yeah, because I met a nice girl at a foreigner concert when I was like 17 or 18, I think. Yeah.
And so did she show you love, or did you show her love, or did you all show everybody?
Everybody had love. It was great.
I saw them in concert with Journey, and it was magnificent.
Which Journey? Journey with
the not Steve Perry, with the Filipino clone.
Filipino clone.
He sounded just like Steve Perry. It's amazing. It's amazing. And such amazing music. So James and I are going to take the show on the road, but I'm going to practice.
James is giving you a look like we are.
What's his idea? Just like it was your idea.
Hey, can you give me a little more headphone?
Thank you. Okay. So
Thank you.
If
Yeah,
my
good.
if my plan works out like I said it is,
Your plan. Okay.
I am going to do the second selection while my vocal cords are expanded.
There you go. Good idea.
I think so. You're going to see a difference. Lord, please make a difference. So this is another Lee Greenwood. Now I can't see I can see a little bit what's in the background. James, do you see the I.O.U? Can you see that on the monitor? Is that coming across? I don't know.
What's behind your head?
All right, maybe the U is the U, or is it the O or the I? Anyway, this was Lee Greenwood's.
I just noticed there was an I.O.U behind your head.
Yes. Is there a dollar sign? How much I owe?
Yeah, I'll give you my bill at the end of the night.
I know you will. Anyway, the song "Proud to Be an American" was our lead song our last show we taped, and that was Lee Greenwood's iconic song. And on both sides of the aisle, whatever your political persuasion, if you're an American, if you call yourself an American, you can identify with that song. And if anybody who has experienced love or tried to, and they appreciate what that person was able to share or give, or what they were able to, then they would appreciate I.O.U, because Lee Greenwood recorded this song. And it's a beautiful song called I.O.U. And I hope our viewers and listeners can appreciate it after. It's I.O.U, recorded by Lee Greenwood. You believe that I'll change your life forever, and you're never gonna find another somebody like me. And you wish you had more than just a lifetime to give back all I've given you, 'cause that's what you believe. Well, I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving that time can take away. And I owe you more than life, now more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest debt I'll ever have to pay. I'm amazed when you say it's me you live for, and you know that when I'm holding you, you're right where you belong. And my love, I can't help but smile and wonder when you tell me all I've done for you, 'cause I've known all along. And I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving that time can't take away. And I owe you more than life, now more than ever. I know that it's the sweetest debt I'll ever have to pay. And I owe you the sunlight in the morning and the nights of honest loving that time can't take away. And I owe you more than life, Now more than ever, I know that it's the sweetest bet I'll ever have to pay. That's it.
That's it.
All right, I'm finished playing my guitar, but I got a little.
Now we can
zinger.
just podcast.
Yes.
Oh, great. We can just talk now.
Oh, yes, Sir James, please take. Thank you, sir. Okay, I had some stuff that I want to share with you. I was wearing this shirt for my the thumbnail, but
which shirt?
This shirt,
the American Dreamer shirt.
Yes, and the reason why I took it off because I want to show the back, and it's tough to show the back on this because I'm wearing it when I was.
Tell us what it says.
Look, you tell us on Spreaker. What does it say?
The American Dreamer Show.
It has a picture.
Woohoo!
Wow. James just wants me to cover my face so that he wants me to lift this up. And
it's got a picture of your book, and it's got a picture of you with a guitar.
Yes, beautiful job. And the woman that did it, Emma Marie, and she comes very highly recommended. And that's the front of it, which it says, "Ask me about it," about the American Dreamers or us. Okay.
Where does it say that, on the back or the front?
On the front.
Ask about it. Okay.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. $40.
Has anybody asked about it?
No, I only worked tonight. You guys didn't ask me. Ask me about it. I'll tell you. Tune into Bill Sefakar.
The Bill Sefakar show
on YouTube. But
spell that.
Sefekar.
There you go.
First name Bill. Everybody gets one in the mail, or 2 or 3. All right. So Emma, and I have a card here. I have the wrong card. Warriors.
You're going to be like Oprah, huh?
Oh, Lord.
You get a bill. You get a bill. You get a bill. Everyone gets a bill.
So it's T-shirts at
great plug, Bill.
God, you keep talking, John. I'll find it. Anyway, but the thing is, she made this original one for me. And when we did Teach the World to Sing, remember? This is just on the front.
I think your shirt's upside down.
Oh, John. I was reading Hebrew. Oh, no,
God.
That's just backwards. Left to right.
You're looking at it in the mirror or something?
Okay, tell us.
Teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
The shirt
sing.
sings.
Yeah.
And what's on the bottom? The bottom song.
Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong,
song.
to make it your song. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that on
show number 13.
Oh, you're cool. You think I'm gonna argue with you?
Oh.
Okay. So that was a good experience at Citrus Park Mall. Emma Marie.
Tampa, Florida.
Okay. All right. Now, James and I were talking about this great man.
Well, thanks. So thanks, you guys, for talking about me like that. Thank you. Thank you.
And and there's even a magazine that with you on the cover.
Oh, that's not me. That's Robin Williams.
All right.
Nanu.
Yes. So this was like last week, and I see this article, magazine in the bookstore, and James and I were both missing this great personality, as half of the world that knew him heard him. And so this is a tribute of 5 years. It's been 5 years since he passed on, and we all miss what he contributed and provided us. So when I looked at this, and laughs, smiles, and so forth, so important. Lots and lots of laughs. Scenes from the life of a comedian and actor whose destiny, it seemed, was to keep the whole world entertained. That's just one of the pictures there. And then there's something else that, James, you would appreciate this, because James works with, he's an advocate for the homeless, James is.
Yes.
Very commendable. And here's Robin Williams with Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg.
They're homeless?
Can we bleep that out?
Well, I want to understand.
Can you wait till I finish?
Okay, sorry.
So I said, James would appreciate it. I know you'd. Goofing for Good is the heading on the picture. It says, Williams with comic relief co-stars Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg clutched a proclamation from the LA mayor in 1986 after presenting the city a $77,000 check for the homeless.
To LA?
Yeah.
Wonder what they did with it.
I'm sure it went to something good. I mean, Williams was on the
It's been
case.
spent a long time ago.
And here's a picture from the poets at American Gala in '85, and it's a picture of Robin Williams. And it says, like the teachers he played in Dead Poets Society and Good Will Hunting, he was always available for consultation. Okay, and one last thing that I want to leave you with. And John, you would appreciate this, being a master of
I
photography.
already appreciate it.
You already appreciate, thank you. But you know about a green screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's Sir Robin Williams jumping.
He's jumping through the green screen.
Yeah. It's very, very touching. James, I know you'd want to take a look at it when you have a chance.
Well, you know, it's really sad, and it's, you know, I mean, he took his own life.
Yes.
You know, and you know, not to make a downer out of it, you know, an upbeat segment, but it's true. I mean, they're people that have so much to live for, but yet they have this demon inside of them that,
yes,
you know,
yes.
it's just it's hard to explain, you know.
It's a heartbreak. It's so sad. And this is one of the things I think we have tried to turn around, because we've been accentuating the positive and to be happy, and we make light of things, and even if it's ourselves.
Yeah.
And so that's the segue. Now, you think I'm going to get away with, yes, last week I showed you this picture of this lovely lady on the power of mindfulness. Remember?
Didn't you show her last week?
Yeah, she came back for a return engagement. But this really ties in with what you were just talking about.
Right.
Surprising science of mindfulness. Living more mindfully can work magic on your body and brain. Discover what it can do for you today. Practicing mindfulness helps to train your brain to stay calm and focused in any situation. And they go through all these exercises and things. Now, here's the different exploration, meditation, yoga, whatever, transcendental. But that's it says research shows that practicing mindfulness boosts the immune system while reducing depression and anxiety. So that, I just not.
You think that would have helped Robin Williams?
He tried everything.
Yeah.
We could not go anywhere near that. That was something that he had to deal with, and But what we're talking about, the here and now. So your body benefits, and they talk about perhaps the biggest reason to engage in mindful activities is you'll feel healthier, happier, and again, more focused. Embrace mindful behaviors, and you'll not only feel calmer, but you'll also keep your body a whole lot stronger and healthier. Let me just read a couple before we go on to our next assignment. 6 ways to fight stress fast.
That's all. I mean, that's all fine and good, and I think it's good, and I'm sure it works for her, and it probably works for a lot of people. But I think different people have different ways of dealing with stress, and meditation might not be for everyone.
All right.
But what I could say is that find something that really you enjoy. Find something that really relaxes you.
Amen. Amen.
Like for me, when I feel stressed, I either go for a swim or go for a walk. It's always, but it's usually near the water. The water kind of brings me to peace. Yeah.
Tranquility.
Yeah. That's why I live near the water.
Yeah.
But find something that makes you, that levels you out.
Well, you could write an article like this.
No, I don't need to write an article.
No, because they talk about the different things. One is listen to a funny joke.
Yeah.
Find some greenery or
music.
Group. They get to that.
Yeah.
Get sweaty.
Get sweaty. People work out to
partner up and rub your dog's belly, or in your case, your cat's belly.
Oh God! Don't even get me started with my cats. The cats stress me out.
Maybe they should rub your belly.
Yeah, they need to rub my belly every now and then.
And also play your favorite beats in music. All right. And the last thing, time to heal. Say mindful programs help patients reduce stress and let go of some of the concerns that are very much on their minds, and outreach and just calm, soothing, and star power. And they show you what some of the, like Jennifer Aniston and Sting and Ellen DeGeneres, the Beatles, Oprah Winfrey.
You know what I do to relieve stress? I do podcasting.
Well, let me tell you something.
That's a joke.
Yeah. I know where you're going with that. And I'll tell you what I do. I quit the podcasting after I leave it, the show. That's this episode 34 times. It's like hitting your head against the wall.
What do you mean?
Because when you stop, you feel much better.
I'm not following you.
Well,
There's that question mark above my head again.
Well, the podcast takes a lot of energy.
Yeah. You're saying you're relieved when it's over.
Well, I build up the endorphins or adrenaline rush.
Endorphins?
Yeah, that's it. My doctor there, he tells everything. Anything I need to know. All right.
Well,
so,
let me just ask you for a second, Bill. Now, do you enjoy doing this? Do you enjoy this podcast, or does it cause you stress?
John, I love this podcast.
Okay.
And I love the fact that you guys have given me this opportunity for creative juices. And I love to put, I take a lot of pride and pleasure in putting together the script, my notes and things, and going over things that I think would be important to share or bring to the forefront. And you guys have given me the opportunity. I cannot.
Well, then don't ever stop doing it. Even if you're doing it for yourself, do it.
Well, there are other avenues.
Again, like I said, there's thousands of podcasts out there. I
know. I want to do writing, and that gives me a chance because I do the script writing in here. And those blog posts also amplifies because I can put pictures in, I can even put video in, and poems and everything. So it gives me a little more latitude and longitude, which is one of the first songs I sang on the show was Jimmy Buffett. Changes in latitude.
Wow, that's going back.
Oh, that was 34 shows almost ago.
Yeah, and I was sure you were going to do Margaritaville that day.
How much time do we have, Sir James?
It seems like we have
James,
lots of time.
I want you to talk to me, buddy.
Oh, I'm here.
Good. Oh, yes, that voice resonates. What's this?
Well, there's about 12 minutes, a little over.
Wonderful. So,
But
James,
isn't that great, though? Doesn't it feel like there's a lot more room now for you to talk about things towards the end?
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. One of the things that
Right, but you have the time now to do it.
Don't say that because he'll run out of time.
all right. Do you want me to tell you about the Woodstock tribute band that I bumped into when we celebrated?
You already told me about it. Tell the audience about it.
Did you say excuse me?
Excuse me.
No, when you bumped into him.
See, this is why we keep his mic off.
Well, I don't know. What did they say? I think they were offended also. They said, excuse me, too.
Well, they didn't look at you and say, hey, you bumped into me.
No, because sometimes I was playing my air guitar. So it was, you know what that means?
Oh, you mean you went to their concert?
Yes.
Right.
I
Well,
was
you
up
didn't actually bump into them.
Well, I was dancing and there were people I bumped into. Believe me, it was at the Palladium Theater in St. Petersburg. And I went with my very, very dear friends, David and Heon Kalin. And they asked me to go with them. I said, okay. And I thought I was going to see a movie. They had, well, the Buzzer Bob said, oh, I saw this movie on Netflix 2 days ago. I said, okay. Because it was part of the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Well, I get there and it was the tribute band.
Oh, that's even better.
It was so better. And they played all from the Who and Santana. I put it on my Facebook and people were just really thrilled because I recorded some of the show and pictures and uploaded it. And the acoustics and the musicians were so great that at halftime,
intermission.
The Bucks are starting this week.
Right.
I guess I
Yeah,
can carry
just because I'm watching football while the podcast is going on, you're thought of.
Yes, John's so multi-talented.
I'm very happy actually that it's football season.
Okay,
Yeah,
I know because your Jets are going to do good this season.
So, Bill, you had a good time there?
Back to the concert. It was so good that at the intermission, I had to go up and tell the lead guitarist, Bill Daniels.
Is that when they passed around the brown acid? Oh, no, that's right. Don't eat the brown acid.
It wasn't. It was cookies. It looked like brownies. All right, come on.
They made an announcement. Don't eat the brown cookies.
And don't drink the water. Okay. So anyway, this was such an experience that I went up and I told Bill Daniels, who's the lead guitar, and I said, I am just, if the concert ended then, I would have been satisfied with. And then the group, the hippies, are up dancing at the front, in the front row. And I heard the woman I called the dancing queen. And she says, hey, why don't you, after the intermission, come up there and dance with us? How could I turn that down? And it was so exhilarating. And we were right next to the stage, and Bill Daniels was right there with his speakers.
Nobody got naked, did they?
No.
I mean, it was Woodstock.
It was an amazing
This
experience.
should have been a show.
Yeah, right.
It was so fantastic. And then, so Bill Daniels, he looks over at us because they're dancing, and everybody, there was about 15 of us, 20. He says, how are my crazies doing over there?
What song was that you were dancing to? You remember?
Oh, they did the whole thing. Crosby, Stills, Nash, Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, and everything. They did the Who. They did Carlos Santana. He did Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
He had everybody standing when he did the
Star Spangled Banner.
And then he did the song when he played it with his teeth.
Right. Did he play it with his teeth?
Yes, I have it on the tape.
What did he do? Take him out and use him like a guitar pick?
That's good.
Thank you, James. Thanks for listening. Okay, so it was really cool. And now the woman, the dancing queen, she was a piece of work. She got everybody dancing. And so we wanted to know if anybody was there at Woodstock. And I think for our audience, I'll just bleep out this word. She says, I was there. I was hanging on my mother's.
Oh, she was a little baby.
Yes. Could you imagine that experience?
What's wrong with saying that?
I didn't say it. I said it. Whatever I said.
But you can. It's okay. It's a podcast.
Her mother was breastfeeding her.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, so, and then this was so memorable. And me, Tech Billy, okay, this man was having trouble with his iPhone, and I don't have Apple. I have Android. And James knows if I would help him.
I thought you were going to say the man was having trouble because he was standing in line behind the baby.
No, he was there with her that day. Anyway, so he couldn't get his phone to take a picture, wanted to do a selfie. And the only way, he couldn't take a picture. The only thing that he could do was do a selfie. And I arranged for him to do a selfie because the regular camera was not working. And
he needs to take my class.
All right, that's cool.
He probably had his finger over the lens.
Yeah.
Well, no, I knew what was going on. I was helping him.
No, not him. You.
I know, but
we know you're a tech guru.
Anyway, so Bill Daniels, he asked if who in the audience had been there at Woodstock, actually was there. And that fellow raised his hand. And after the concert, we went out and talked. And he had a very good time at that concert.
I bet he did. He remembers it even.
So anyway, I felt so good that I helped him take that picture. Okay, we got things to do and places to go.
Yeah, I got places to go.
All right, I'll drink to that. So, we're getting close to the end. And, this show has been predicated on dreams. The American dream.
Nightmares, too.
Well, I don't have nightmares. I just walk in my sleep. Okay, John.
I have a nightmare that I keep having this nightmare that I wake up and I'm doing your show and then I fall back to sleep and I wake up, I'm still doing the show, kind of like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Well, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna hit you over the head with those maracas over here, and then you won't have that anymore.
It's a good thing he didn't say with one of those rocks.
The rocks,
right?
Hey, James, could you give me one of those rocks to show them we're gonna hit the rocks? Anyway.
Yeah, when are we gonna paint the rocks, Bill?
We're gonna do it, and then we're gonna have a communal outing, and we're gonna show them. We're gonna have an exhibit. Okay, John. One of the things
I thought you were going to say communal outing to place them in the garden in California.
Maybe I'd like that. But one of the things I took great pleasure because I think is an amazing part of my being was to do what my dad would have liked to do, express words and sayings and good things.
Well, your dad would love this podcast.
He's here, believe me.
Yeah, yeah,
John,
absolutely.
I fervently believe.
He's a
is one
duck,
part-
though. Or
Well,
goose.
he takes on many forms. Anyway, so on page 295 on the book, because I always like to give you the
Please
page.
turn your hymns to
And we have
page
hymn to 295. And when I'm teaching, I love to refer to this when the kids.
How to reach the magic number.
All right,
Well,
I'm going to tell you what.
the
You
Yankees need to win 6 more games, and the Rays need to lose 6 more games, and then
Okay.
we'll have the
All right.
magic number.
Now, you see, that was handwritten, and I want to show our listeners, our viewers. And I would like for you to read the odd numbers, okay? Because I typed it up. All right, so read number 1, please.
A lot of patience helps to maintain or heal a relationship.
And number 2 is it's helpful not to be too judgmental.
Learn how to forgive.
Number 3. Number 4, to practice
Compromise
on a daily basis. I only said this 2005.
Hold on to a sense of humor for dear life.
Never give up on hope. And the last one,
let love take precedence over hate.
Yes. And I think these are words that could follow you. It didn't put down what the magic number was because everybody has their own magic number.
What is the magic number?
Whatever your magic number is.
I told you what the magic number is. It's like 12 right now.
Well, that's because you're 12 in your mind. But it's a bigger word.
Whatever you're searching for, we don't have time for. We got 2 minutes left. Let's say goodbye to the audience gracefully. What do you say? Let's just talk to the audience, Bill. Let's just talk to the audience.
Well, what I wanted to share with you, there was and John knows about John Denver, and there was a song by John Denver called Dreams. And I was going to close on that.
He was going to sneak another song in. See that?
But I wasn't going to play the song. See, I was just going to read that. And I would like our listeners to Google John Denver.
The audience at home, Bill is
just as soon as he's done cleaning off the desk.
All right. Let me explain something. It says dreams, people have them inside them. And that's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be out. They put it away. They hide it. And that's not the way you get to accomplish things that you want to. And it also had a little twist. James wants me to go on the road. He's going to be my manager.
That's that confused look again. James wants me to go on the road.
Well, okay. But
James is like, please, Bill, don't go on the road.
Well, I have this vehicle here that I can tell everybody where we're going to perform. And so
it's called a Chevy Equinox.
Okay. All right. So in the song Dreams, John Denver wrote about this local star at the bar, and he messes up on some of the chords, which is what I've done every show. Yeah.
When did you mess up?
And so it says, don't keep your dreams hidden. Take them out, air them out, let them go forth and do good things. And that's what we aspired with this show. And I hope that it continues because I'm going to be back. I'm going to New York next week for a week with my sister in Maryland. Oh, I got to tell this is the last thing. My sister and brother-in-law on September 4th, 2013, my brother-in-law, Lee Landau, donated his kidney to my sister.
That's very
6 years,
nice.
And they celebrated it. This 6 years. And they're married 45 years now. You talk about a lifesaver and a change maker. So Bonnie and Lee Landau, your dreams came through because you worked together and you showed a lot of love together. And keep forth, everybody. Show a lot of love and work together. And I'm not going to say goodbye because this is not goodbye.
It's farewell.
Farewell, Auf Wiedersehen. I love you guys and gals, and stay tuned. We'll let you know when our next adventure is and where. This is Bill Cephakar in YouTube. Bill Cephakar and the American Dreamer Show with John Casimiro and John Worley. God bless.
James Worley?
James Worley, John Worley, and James Casimiro.
Oh, boy.
They'll forgive me because they love me. Okay. Adios and Godspeed and God bless. This is Bill Cephakar, your friend.
You can't just quit while you're ahead, can you?
I got 9 seconds, you guys.